Traveling is an exciting and interesting and inspiring experience. It challenges you, it surprises you, and it broadens your horizons. You already know that we take you to different travel locations during our program. Today we have come to another remarkable location, that is Madhuganga. This is situated at Balapitiya, the southern province of Sri Lanka, and this is close to Galle, that is the capital city of southern province of Sri Lanka. We have come to a remarkable place. This boat house is called Captain Boat House. I have the captain of the ship who has many years of experience as working as a captain of ship, Mr. Chandanadi Silva. I would like to ask you, what is how long have you been doing this business?
So more than 20 years.
More than 20 years you have been doing this
business.
So were there any boat houses when you started, or you were the first one?
I am the first one.
You are the first one.
I am the first one.
Started this.
Then
what is the specialty of your boat house? I can see many more boat houses here.
Yes, but we are very eco-friendly. So boat riding, we organize this area because this is international Ramsar wetland in Sri Lanka. 3 wetlands. This is third one. This is a very huge mangroves and very different beautiful sceneries, and lot of islands can see in this river.
Oh, this is you are doing this as a very nature-friendly business.
Yeah, that's a nature-friendly.
And you know about the river.
Yes.
You know the surroundings very much.
Very much. Yeah.
Person who launched the first boat house here.
That's right. A lot of experience in here.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sri Lanka is famous for its enchanting beaches and awesome lagoons. Madhu Lagoon is rich in biodiversity and it opens to the Indian Ocean.
Solid landmass of this lagoon mainly consists of islands. There are about 25 islands. The main source of income of the people living in these islands is generated from cinnamon industry. Any traveler will be impressed by the outstanding creation of Mother Nature. So let's go around the lagoon by boat to see the unique natural surroundings. This place is full of natural beauty and pristine scenery that could take your breath away.
Thanks for the sunny weather today. Today is a very bright day and there's no rain, so we can enjoy the boat ride on the Madhuganga today and we can share the experience with you. So I think this is going to be a magical experience. The ambience is very serene and it's of breathtaking beauty. And we are going to enjoy the ride and we are going further towards the marshlands covered with mangroves. Madhuganga is covered with many islands. It's covered with mangroves. Either side of this waterway, you can see the mangroves, beautifully grown mangroves, and it's refreshing. And the ambience underneath is very refreshing, and it has a different atmosphere inside this. It's very cooling, and you can feel it's a magical experience you will never can experience anywhere else. The Madhu River is surrounded by swampy marshlands covered in mangrove forests. The forest covers over 61 hectares, that is over 150 acres. 14 of the 24 species of mangroves are found in this area. It is interesting to note that mangroves play a huge part in preventing erosion. The large growths of mangrove trees have caused a chain of ecological gain. The soil protected by the mangrove trees is very fertile. This has caused a rich growth of other wetland plants. Over 300 species, 19 of which are endemic, have been discovered so far.
The region continues to be a treasure trove to biologists and ecologists, with many undiscovered species in the unreachable depths of the mangrove forests. The plant life in turn have supported a large number of wildlife that depends on them. Among them, monkeys, squirrels and wild boar are prominent. There are snakes, reptiles and crocodiles too. There are over 111 bird species identified to inhabit the region.
Madhu River is surrounded by many islands. This is one of the islands. This island is called Mother Cinnamon Island. You can see large plantations of cinnamon in this island, and they offer many things made out of cinnamon.
Thank you. This is a special drink made of pure Ceylon cinnamon, and I'm going to taste it. Wow, it has a unique flavor.
Extent of this island is 4 acres. There are 2 families living here. They are mainly depending on the cinnamon industry. They have many products made out of cinnamon, and they are selling these to foreigners mainly and locals also. They have these cut cinnamon and ground cinnamon. This is a cinnamon soap, and this is a cinnamon drink, and they got this cinnamon leaf oil here, and this is cinnamon bark oil. It's very expensive, and they have got some other things like candles made of out of cinnamon, and many items made out of cinnamon. Now I am in the premises of DWP, or Dassanayake Walauwa Plantation. This is one of the leading cinnamon processing factories in Sri Lanka. This place is located at Kosgoda in the southern province of Sri Lanka. It's close to the capital city of the southern province of Sri Lanka, that is Galle. Dassanayake Walauwa Plantation was established in 1860. It has a rich history of 1.5 centuries. The founder of this company was Mr. Mudaliya Dassanayake. He was the founder of this company, and you can see the majestic mansion or Walauwa at the background. So it proves the authenticity of this centuries-old industry of cinnamon in Sri Lanka.
Cinnamon is one of the most antioxidant herbs on the planet. Sri Lankan cinnamon is famous for its sweet taste and pleasant aroma. Cinnamon of commerce is its bark. So let's go inside the factory and explore what's being done there. Now I am inside the factory. I can see many things happening here. I can feel the sweet aroma of fresh cinnamon, and it's quite refreshing. This is the first ever standard certified cinnamon factory in Sri Lanka. They have deviated from traditional wardia to the modern concept of cinnamon processing factory.
Firstly, the freshly harvested cinnamon sticks are washed thoroughly to make them free of extraneous material. First, they immerse the sticks in that tank over there, and they transfer the sticks to this tank and clean it, wash it with clean water, and it's been taken to make it dry. These cinnamon sticks are thoroughly washed in clean water, and they are kept here for the purpose of dripping all the water it contains. Thoroughly washed cinnamon sticks are brought into the factory. Now the next step is the scraping of the outer bark. To do this, they use a specially designed implement called cocatta. Out of that, they do the scraping. Because they have year-long experience, they do it very swiftly, and they are able to do it in a perfect manner because they have gained a lot of experience doing this. The next step is rubbing the outer bark of the cinnamon stick. This is a semi-mechanized machine designed by Mr. Wijekoon, who has long years of experience in the cinnamon industry. Traditionally, this is being done by a brass rod. With the brass rod, they used to rub this manually. But this is now done mechanically using this machine, and it does the job pretty well. By using this rubbing machine, you can increase the volume by 40%. And other important issue is, if you are doing the processing on a tabletop off the ground, definitely you have to go for a machine like this. The next step is detaching the outer bark. Cinnamon of commerce is the outer bark of the cinnamon stick. First they put a longitudinal slit from one end to the other of the stick, and they work the knife in between the hardwood and the bark, and they turn it round and they put another slit as before, longitudinal slit from one end to the other, and they work the knife through that between the outer bark and the hardwood, and they detach the outer bark from the stick. So that's been done by these experienced workers. They do it very swiftly and efficiently. Freshly detached cinnamon barks are kept on these racks for about 1 hour to make them curl like this, so it's easy to do the quill making.
I thought of giving it a try. Years of experience have made their fingers work more swiftly. As you can see, the inside of this quill is filled with chips obtained from unpeelable bark.
Quill making is done here now. They join these quills one inside the other until they obtain the length about 50 inches, and they cut it with the scissors and make it 42 inches or 106.7 centimeters long. These cinnamon quills are kept on the strands for 1 day for drying, and after that the rolling takes place like this.
After drying for 1 day, these sticks are rolled to make it stiff. Well-made cinnamon quills should be of uniform thickness, color and quality. The moisture content of the final product should not exceed 14%.
After rolling the quills, these quills are kept on these strands for 10 days for indoor drying. The great significance of this factory is the whole process is done on a tabletop off the ground. So they preserve the pristine quality of cinnamon. And there's another important issue here, because normally this is being done by males, and there are females who have obtained this skill to do the peeling very skillfully like males. Well-formed cinnamon quill should be light brown in color like this, and these joints should be neatly joined to make it a straight line. The length is 42 inches or 106.7 centimeters, so it's easy to handle. And they make bundles of 25 kilograms. It makes it very easy to handle. All these products are from Dassanayake plantations. They obtain this cinnamon from their own cultivations, so the traceability and quality is ensured. And they do this cut cinnamon also. And all these grades are continental grades, and these are all of high quality. And they have this ground cinnamon, and they have pepper also. They have pepper, white pepper, ground pepper, black pepper, and all these spices have come from their own plantation. Dassanayake Walauwa plantation has been established in 1860. They have been serving for this prestigious cinnamon industry in Sri Lanka for 1.5 centuries. I have here with me the co-owners of this magnificent company, that is Mr. Jayasooriya and Mrs. Tiruni Jayatilaka. I would like to ask you the history of this company.
Yes, so Dassanayake Walauwa Plantation, as you said, was established in 1860. And since its inception, it has passed down a generation of 5 generations. And today the organization is managed by my father and myself, who work as partners to uplift and enhance this organization together with the cinnamon industry as a whole.
Your father and yourself work as partners, right? So who is the founder of this company?
The founder of this company is my great-great-grandfather, Mudliya Dassanayake.
This photograph depicts himself, no? Yeah, then the next generation, it was passed on to?
Great-grandfather, Mr. Lee Singh Jayasooriya.
That's him, I think. Then it was passed down to the other generation. Who was the other owner?
Generation is my grandfather, who is Mr. Percy Jayasooriya, who's shown in this.
He's the one who is here on this picture, that's right. Then after that?
It was passed down to my father, Mr. Wijekoon, who is the 4th generation. And then he passed it down to me.
Now you are ready to take over the reins from him in near future. Nowadays, people are becoming increasingly concerned about the purity of the food what they consume. Especially when they import something from other country, they demand for quality certificates. So what are the quality certificates you have obtained so far?
Yes, like you said, it's critical that food products have quality certification. Especially nations throughout the world demand for exporters to have quality certification from recognized certification bodies to ensure that our products meet their food safety and quality parameters. So to answer your question, we possess a wide range of quality certifications, and I want to stress that we were the first in the world to obtain these quality certifications. So I will show them to you. So this is our GMP certification.
Good manufacturing practices, GMP certification. Yeah. Then what are they?
This is our HACCP certification.
Yeah, that's hazard analysis critical control point, HACCP certificate. Yeah, that's right. Then what's other thing?
Then we have our ISO 22000-2005 certifications.
That's right. This is that certificate. Yeah. Then what else?
This is our FSSC certification, which is the Food Safety System certification 22000.
Do you have any plans in the future to make awareness among the local and foreign people on the cinnamon industry of Sri Lanka?
Yes, actually we are planning on introducing an educational tour in the beginning of next year to give them a tour of our processing factory and our plantations.
These days, foreign countries, they demand for the traceability of the product from where you obtain the cinnamon, like that. So to prove that, have you got any certification or something like that?
Yes, so as I told, we have the FSSC certification, and one of the criteria to obtain this certification is to illustrate the traceability of our products.
Quality of cinnamon begins in the field itself. Do you have a reliable source of cinnamon suppliers, cultivators, to supply cinnamon to you, the raw material?
So actually we don't outsource our products. We actually cultivate our own cinnamon in our fields, which are...
You have your own plantation. From there you take all the cinnamon for processing.
All the cinnamon we manufacture are from our own plantations.
For about 5 generations, about 150 years, you have been engaged in the cinnamon industry in Sri Lanka. To transmit this, your experiences, what you have gained throughout these years, what have you done so far?
Yes, actually my father authored this book, which is the Systematic Cultivation and Management of Cinnamon, and he has published this, and it has been distributed among the masses so that they can gather this information and knowledge so that this industry will continue to grow in our country.
I think you are a proud owner of an award-winning company. I can see many awards on display here. For what and what things you have won these awards?
Yes, actually this is a token of appreciation which was awarded by the Spice Council of Sri Lanka to my father for his work to present the first GMP certified cinnamon processing factory to the country.
Yeah, you are the people who introduced the first GMP model factory, processing factory of cinnamon. So not only Sri Lanka, to the world, is it?
Not only GMP certified, but we are actually the first GMP, ISO, FSSC and HACCP certified cinnamon processing factory in the world.
Right. What is the others?
So this is a token of appreciation which was awarded to my father from the U10 for his efforts to upgrade cinnamon processing centers to ISO 22000 factories throughout the country. This is a token of appreciation which was awarded by past President His Excellency Mahinda Rajapaksa for my father's humanitarian services in the country. This was actually awarded for my father's work for disaster relief after the tsunami which happened in our country.
Sri Lanka is the world's leading true cinnamon producer. Being a leading true cinnamon producer, you all possess a wealth of knowledge. Could you please tell me what are the challenges faced by the cinnamon industry today?
Yes, locally one of the main challenges faced by the cinnamon industry is a shortage of labor. So the amount of producers are scarce, so we are not able to manufacture based on the demand. In addition to that, internationally, there is an issue between cassia, which is a cheaper substitute for cinnamon. So we need to increase the quality of cinnamon in our country overall to ensure that we can cater to the niche market and increase the demand for cinnamon and hence reduce the demand for cassia.
Your efforts to protect Sri Lankan name as a high-quality cinnamon-producing country is commendable. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cinnamon is a remarkable medicinal plant which contains vital oils and other nutrients. It has antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-diabetic, antimicrobial, anti-cancer, lipid-lowering and cardiovascular disease-lowering properties. It also acts against neurological disorders.
Cinnamon, commonly known as pure Ceylon cinnamon or true cinnamon, is endemic to Sri Lanka. Cinnamon grown in Indonesia, Vietnam and China are from 3 different species of the cinnamon family. Cassia is the collective name that is used to identify those 3 species.
Sri Lankan cinnamon is considered safer due to its low quantities of naturally occurring carcinogenic component called coumarin. Cassia contains substantial quantities of coumarin. Due to that reason, prolonged use may cause cancer. Although the superiority of Sri Lankan cinnamon is highlighted in reputed research journals and other media, cassia-producing countries at present dominate the world's cinnamon market.
Historically, Sri Lanka controlled the world cinnamon market. By 1830, then Ceylon started to lose world dominance with the supply of cheaper cassia cinnamon. The traditional way of cinnamon peeling and bundling is unique to Sri Lanka. This peeling process is highly labor-intensive operation resulting in labor costs which make up to about 60% of the total production cost.
It's time to say goodbye to you. We'll be back with you with another program of Spice Mag next month, first Sunday at 9:30 p.m. on Channel I.
That is 6th of January at 9:30 p.m. on Channel I. We are going to wind up with heartfelt wishes for the coming New Year 2019. Until then, take care. Goodbye.